Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of creative lenses once again, and this time it's the TTArtisan 50mm f1.4 tilt lens for Sony full-frame cameras. If you missed our previous adventure with the TTArtisan 100mm f2.8 tilt shift lens, don't worry, I will quickly recap how these tilt lenses work, and I will also show you how to use this lens for creative photos in your everyday life. When you use a traditional lens without the tilt function, the focal plane remains consistently parallel to the camera sensor, which means objects situated at a particular distance from the camera will be in sharp focus. But now let's take a look at this tilt lens. On the lens body, you can see two knobs. This one is for locking and unlocking the tilt function, and the other one is for locking or unlocking the rotation. When you tilt the lens, you can change the plane of focus. This means you can have one part of your image in focus while other parts are intentionally blurred. Here I want to share with you some of the most common use of tilt lenses. One of the most well-known effects of a tilt lens is the ability to create a miniature effect. By standing at a higher position and tilting the lens up or down, you can adjust the plane of focus in such a way that only a strip of the image is sharp, while the rest becomes progressively blurred. This effect can make real-world scenes look like miniature models. And here I want to show you a comparison between this 50mm and the 100mm tilt lens. These were shot at different places, but you can have a general idea of how they perform at different focal lengths. And this one was shot at a museum, also from a higher position, and you can see the people below look like tiny toy models. Tilt lenses also allow you to manipulate the depth of field in a more creative manner than traditional lenses. You can get an entire row of objects in focus, even if they're not at the same distance from the camera. This is very useful for product photography because normally if you want to get the entire image in focus, you will have to use a smaller aperture, which will make the image look flat, and the quality will not be as good because you will lose some light. But with a tilt lens, you can align the focus with the products, so all of them will be in focus despite the shallow depth of field. In the same way, you can rotate the tilt to make only a small portion of the shot in focus. As you can see in this example, both near and far objects are in focus, but at the same time, here and here are out of focus, adding a surreal look to the image. This is impossible when shooting with a traditional lens. Here is another example. You can see I have some plants in the foreground and the lamp at a further distance. But by rotating and tilting the lens, I can get both the plants and the lamp in focus, while the things in between out of focus. So it brings a very dreamy effect to the image. This lens provides a full 360-degree rotation, giving you extensive control. As I rotate the tilt at 45 degrees, 90 degrees, And now 180 degrees. Notice how the focus doesn't match the object's distance from the camera sensor. This unique ability lets you create captivating effects and precisely control what's in focus, regardless of the object's actual distances in your composition. When it is not tilted, the lens functions as a conventional 50mm f1.4 large aperture lens. However, its optical performance can be a little bit problematic, especially in bright daylight, where you may notice purple fringing, and sometimes there will be vignetting. Focusing wide open can also be a challenge. So if what you're looking for is a conventional 50mm lens, it may not be your best choice. On the other hand, if what you're looking for is the creative and fun aspects, then the problems mentioned above don't seem to be that important. This lens is a perfect choice for artistic street photography, portraits, flowers, and other everyday objects. And if you stop down a little bit, at about f2 and above, you can still take sharp photos with it, and the bokeh is still creamy and smooth. I really enjoy taking photos with this lens. First, of course, because of the tilt feature, adding a unique and artistic quality to the photos. Second, I think 50mm is rather easy in terms of composition. It's suitable for almost all kinds of photography. You don't have to worry about not knowing what to shoot. Third, I think it's rather easy to operate as a tilt lens. Most of the time, I simply leave both knobs unlocked and rotate and tilt the lens freely while I am trying to find the correct focus. It weighs about 450 grams, and at this focal length, you don't need a tripod. I think shooting handheld can already render amazing results. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment to let me know how you think about the photos shot with the tilt function. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.